So, very good morning to all of you. So, again, here I am with a new topic that is called formal and informal organizational structure. I think you heard about this in your HS second year in organizational chapter, organization chapter, where there you get about organizational structure. There are different type of organizational structures. So, basically, these all the structures are divided into two categories: formal and informal. In easy ways we can say that formal means in a systematic way, informal means unsystematic way, or follow a given by chain of command. So let's start with the first one, the formal organization structure. In formal organization structure is very much important for any organization to accomplish or to achieve the goal of the organization in a systematic manner. Okay, here everything is structured in a proper way, everything is going in top to bottom and bottom to top in a systematic way. Everyone has their own authority. Okay, proper authority, and he is responsible for his authority. Means authority responsibilities are properly delegated to each and every employee according to their specialization in this formal organizational structure. And here there is a relationship created between the subordinate and superior. So these all are managed in formal organizational structure. So what is the features of formal organization structure? Here given, the formal organization structure is created intentionally by the process of organizing. Okay, so organizing process intentionally create this structure to helping the or to organize the different kind of activities of the organization. Next, main purpose of this formal organization structure is what? To achieve the goal of the organization, which I already mentioned before. After that, then third one is called that each individual assign. Here the responsibilities are divided into according to your specialization. So every individual get a specific job where they are expert. Okay, in which area they are expert to complete the task. So they provide their own task. So is this way, informal organization structure, each individual is assigned a specific job. Next, in formal organization, every individual is assigned a fixed authority or decision making power. Okay, so there are so many employees, so all employees have the different kind of power, and they have different decision making process where they can take their own decision by themselves. So this power is given to each and every employee according to their specialization by the formal organizational structure. So here I already mentioned that there is a relationship between the superior subordinate. So there, this is also followed in formal organization structure. In formal organizational structure, again they follow some scalar chain in communication, which is very important in important means in emergency situation, as we discussed earlier what is scalar chain. So that scalar chain function also they provide, means they follow in organization structure. Now what is the advantage we will get if you include this structure in our organization? First one is that every work will become systematic. Okay, there is no any haphazard in any kind of work, so everything is in a systematic way. Next, achievement of organization goal will be very easy because everyone is doing their own work, and everyone is direct toward the achievement of the goal of the organization. Next, there is no overlapping of work, everyone is doing their own work, and everyone is coordinated to their superior and subordinates. So there is no overlapping, means chance you will see in the formal organizational structures. After that, again said, coordination is very much happen, everything is systematically coordinated, so everyone is coordinated to each other, creating chain of command who have to report from. There is a relationship create between superior subordinate, which you already mentioned, who have to report home. So it is clear in the mind of everyone by the chain of command. Next, here more importance is given to work. If we compare to a relationship between the worker, more importance is given to the work. So work is the main thing in this structure of the organization. So where there is a advantage of this formal organization structure, there are some disadvantage of this formal structure also available. Like, so when you follow a chain of command from coming from top to lower level, there is so much time required. So in that time, maybe it's very tough to take the emergency decision, so delay in action. So ignore social needs of employee. The employee also social people, they have so many wants and needs, like they want to make friendship, okay, or they want to make any kind of gossip with their friends. So these things are not allowed in formal organization. So please ignore social needs of the employees. Okay, next, emphasization on work only. So if we emphasize only in work, so there are so many things except work which is very much important for motivating a worker, like creativity, human relation in a working organization. These things are means are not available in formal organization structure. So this is the another disadvantage of formal organization structure. So after that, another in the opposite of formal organization structure, another structure is called informal organization structure. In this informal form of organization structure is called it is created within the formal organization structure. With the things which are not allowed to do in formal organization structure, so worker themselves makes up another structure that is called informal organization structure. So by follow that informal organization structure, they fulfill all the needs and wants what they are not able to do in formal organization structure. In short, it is called, it's a network which is created by the worker to for helping themselves. Okay, so it is called informal organization structure or Grapevine network in short. So after that, informal organization structure, it is not that created by some making some meeting. It is automatically created with some purpose, with some as to create some satisfaction, and for different kind of reason we make this structure here. Sometimes junior also can make jokes with the senior, senior also can make with the joke. So there is no senior junior relationship maintained in this formal organization structure. Everyone is equal in this organization structure, which is not possible in formal organization structure. So after that, if we discuss all these things, these also have some features in formal organization structure that automatically created, we already discussed. Next, basically this structure is created by the employees for their psychological satisfaction, which is not available in formal organization structure. So they create this group and try to fulfill their psychological satisfaction. Next, here there is no any fixed path which they need to follow. They can choose, or they can go through different path to fulfill their needs and wants. Okay, so it is there is no fixed path. It is another feature of informal organization. Next, here source of information is not follow in a systematic way. Okay, so the source of information can be shared with anyone in the organization. Maybe that person is senior, maybe that person is junior. With anyone we can share this information. After that, the existence of informal organization structure depend on the formal organization structure. What is the type of formal organization structure available in the organization? Based on that structure, we are able to make our informal organization structure. So as we discuss informal organization structure features and its meaning, so here again we need to discuss about the advantages of informal organization structure. First, communication is very fast, as we already discussed. Why? Because they don't follow any rules and regulation and long chain of command. So fulfill social needs, already discussed that the workers have created this structure to fulfill their psychological needs. Okay, next, correct feedback. So everything feedback which is not possible maybe to give in a formal organization, so this feedback is automatically and immediately will get in informal organization structure for any kind of activity. So what is the strategy used in this informal organization structure? The knowledge of informal group can be used to gather support employee and improve their performance. Okay, there are so many knowledge we can share with ourselves, and by taking that knowledge we can utilize this knowledge in our performance. So it is not possible in formal organization, because in formal organization everyone is doing their own task according to their specialization, but here we can take the help of another specialized person in our work. Okay, so here network is Grapevine, where there is no fixed path, so that's why informations are fast or transmitted very quick. Okay, so here cooperation is very much between the workers and managers. So this is the one advantage for all the people which are working with the organization to fulfill their psychological needs. So these are the called some strategies which are used in informal organization in their when they are working in informal organization. But next one is called disadvantage of informal organization. Here rumor is so much. Rumor is when we talk 70-80% people are working, all the people are talking, so many people are giving means a fake news or fake information to us. So here written the minimum survey said that 70% information are rumor in informal organization, and the working is not systematic, as we already mentioned. After that again said negative result भी आ सकता है इसका, because सीनियर जूनियर सब अगर एक साथ बैठ के ही बात करने रहेगा, सब डिस्कस करने रहेगा, so मे बी दिस विल नॉट, बिकॉज एवरी level have different policies, rules and regulations. So if we not maintaining these things, so it will create some negativity for our organization. Next, more emphasis on individual interests. Here this organization structure is made only to help the individual people to achieve their own interest. So there is nothing is written in about to achieve the organizational objective. So that's why it is another disadvantage of informal form of organizational structure. So after this, you can say that these are the advantage and disadvantage of informal organization structure. So as we already got this topic before, so I am not discussing a lot about this topic in today's presentation. So I hope you understood everything. Okay, so thank you so much for to all of you for watching this audio presentation. After that I will send another one, so please check out. And the difference between both the structure I will send in PDF. Sell one link to your WhatsApp group. Please copy that link and try differentiate the um, both organization structure from each other. Thank you so much. Have a good day.